FBI Director James Comey spent the day in Mobile. His stop in the city was the latest in a series of dozens of visits to FBI field offices across the country in his first year as FBI Director. Fox 10 News reporter Rudy Harper joins us now in the studio with more on the visit. Rudy?
That's right. The director made a brief statement about terrorism, then opened the floor to questions. He says counterterrorism and homegrown terrorism are his priorities. And to succeed, he needs to talk to the people dealing with the problem firsthand.
Howdy. Good afternoon, everybody.
President Obama appointed James Comey as director in 2013. Comey, a longtime face in Washington, says he's stepping into a transformed terrorism threat, a reason he's visiting FBI offices across the country, including Mobile.
It is highly unlikely that a federal agent is going to be the first person to see or hear about some troubled soul about to engage in an act of violence somewhere in the United States. It's going to be a deputy sheriff. It's going to be a police officer on patrol.
Comey says relationships with local police and other law enforcement agencies are critical to protecting our country.
And I'm saying this in Alabama, I'm saying this all over the country because this is not a New York problem or a Washington problem. It's an everywhere problem.
We also asked Comey about local issues, such as the latest in the investigation of Hawaii Robinson, the missing 8-year-old from Pritchard found dead not far from her home.
And it's a case I'm familiar with and have been briefed on in Washington before this visit and was briefed on in connection with this visit. It's a pending investigation, so I'm not going to say anything about it, and I have to leave it there.
The director also spoke briefly about body cameras. He says he's very proud of law enforcement across the country, and he thinks body cameras are a great way to show the great work officers do. But he says he's heard from people with privacy concerns, so he says he doesn't have a strong view.